Is it working? This is the first stream. This is the test stream for Paul Asconi, twitch.tv/Paul Asconi. What are we doing today? So I was covering the Capitol Hill riots the other week. They got a bunch of video for it. So I was just going to show some of that. There's no one in chat to watch it. So I got to the Capitol on the 6th as a reporter. I was a protester. Probably around 2:30 or 3. Let's see. This. Wait a second though. Oh, another thing. Unfortunately, my microphone was off the whole time, so all the video I have is silent. Very sad, but it's the truth. So let's start with this. This is the first thing I recorded. Just go in chronological order. So these are the steps of the Capitol. Nothing too spectacular here, just a lot of people. And then there's this one. Still kind of quiet, but there are Capitol Police there. Those aren't police. And these are the doors into the Capitol building. The time up here is inaccurate. This was around like 3 in the afternoon and 11 in the morning. Alright, so that one's finished. That was a short one. And then here. There's another short one. But yeah, these doors do lead into the Capitol building. I don't know which entrance I was by though. So I don't know what would have happened if they got in. But it's still quiet at this point. You know, just Capitol Police hanging out. Eventually all these guys leave. They just kind of get up and go. I don't think I have footage of that though. Video still quiet. Again, it's around like 3 o'clock. Before things got spicy. This is a long video, so it must be more exciting. So about 5 minutes. I think this is when I started pepper spraying people, because again the sound doesn't work because my microphone was turned off. Which is a mistake I won't make again. But these people were trying to get in this doorway. You can't really see it because they're in the doorway. But they are trying to get past Capitol Police. Let's see if I get a better angle. Yeah, I wish I still had the audio. Yeah, they started pepper spraying people. They went through a lot of mace. For sure. Oh, that's a good shot. I didn't know I got in there close. But all these people, yeah, they're pressing up, they're pushing in, trying to get past police. I couldn't really get through because it was too dense. And then you see the pepper spray coming through, and this happened a lot where it was just like a haze of pepper spray. No one brought eye protection except that one girl with the gas mask. I had goggles on. Most of these people had no eye protection at all. It's not really accustomed to dealing with police. That's why they support the police, right? Because they never really encounter them. Yeah, but they're all having to retreat, and some of them don't really want to, though. Yeah. This was like the first major engagement. I don't know what time this would have been, maybe like 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, it's a mistake not to wear goggles to a riot. Because they'll get maced and it'll suck. Eventually the Capitol Police got them out. They're still unable to close that door though. It takes them like another hour to close that door. Still a small amount of pepper spray on my lens. I think that actually might be MPD, not to use Capitol Police. Was that the MPD helmet? Because there were some police that wound up leaving. It may have been MPD. Hang on. Yep, Metropolitan Police in the middle. There were Metropolitan Police there early. Actually, I didn't even know that. I didn't notice that. At some point, I don't think I have footage of it, but I might. The Metropolitan Police officers in Riker actually leave. They walk out, and people boo them as they leave when they leave the Capitol Police behind. Not sure what was behind that decision, but I guess they got ordered to leave, and the Capitol Police had to stay in the door. Yeah, I do remember that. I didn't know they were MPD though, because DC has a few overlapping police departments. They have the Capitol Police on the Capitol grounds, and then MPD, Metropolitan Police Department, is like the local police. Their riot police came in later, probably around 6 or 7 to clear everyone out, but I didn't know they were there that early. That's interesting. Yeah, and also the Trump supporters are really mad at the police because they have this notion that if you support the police, that like they should just let you do what you want. Right? So these guys, or how they are, they're screaming things to the effect like, "We supported you, what are you doing? Now no one supports you. People on both sides of the aisle hate you now." This guy obviously got maced kind of badly. Even the officer squinting. It's not lost on this crowd that most cops are Trump supporters, and this would come up a lot. This is like the most common appeal that they made. It did have some. It had that fact had some effectiveness in other parts of the Capitol, but not at this particular entrance. Alright. You get the point of that one. That was a good video. I don't know what this is. If I was recording this guy's conversation, he must have been saying something at least somewhat interesting. I don't know what it would have been, because the microphone wasn't working. I don't think there's anything here. Nope. The one thing you see a lot when Trump supporters engage with the police is like their innocence, but they don't know that the police will beat them up too. I heard one woman later, when the MPD riot police cleared people out, that she was going to join Antifa. It was like just 10 minutes of watching them push her friends around, and she was like, "I'm going to join Antifa." It's like, imagine if she'd been watching it all summer long, you know, like the rest of us had to. And, you know, I think of that guy with who walked out with the speaker's podium and waved to the camera. Like, someone can only do that who, you know, has no experience at all. I didn't even think it occurred to him for a second that he could be arrested for his actions. Right, I think he expected to, I guess, take that podium home with him, put him his luggage on the plane and fly home. No one would ever notice, right? Because why wouldn't he think that? Probably never been held accountable before. Probably never been arrested for anything before. That's probably why he supports the police, right? Because he has no contact with them. There's been a lot said about, differential policing at the Capitol versus Black Lives Matter protests, and that's absolutely true, and it's shown partially here that they can, physically engage with cops. This is when the MPD leaves. This is what I was talking about. Or, no, it says Capitol Police on their helmet, though. Maybe not. Let me go back. Let's say Capitol Police, yeah. That's interesting. But yeah, all the guys in riot gear left. Don't know why. It's a little later. I don't know why they'd be leaving. But, they got mocked, but they were let out. The store is still open. They still managed to close it. So I don't know why the only guys in riot gear are leaving, but they did. Things haven't gotten too bad yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is when Capitol Police just kind of gets tired of them and starts pepper spraying the shit out of them. I guess there's only one but a few minutes after the riot guys left. You see, they're just, that's all just pepper spray. That's all. And eventually they do get this door closed, which they spent an hour trying to do. I don't know, this might have been when people got in other parts of the Capitol, but they just went wild. And of course, at other rallies, it wouldn't have taken this long. They got pepper spray on my lens. I had to wash all my clothes when I got back home. I think I was the only one in the crowd wearing goggles. Like, some people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, goggles, good idea." I'm like, "Yeah." First time, like, they definitely showed their, at least most of them, their innocence, lack of experience. I just got goofy swim goggles on. And this door never reopens. It'll probably stay here another 2 hours. This door doesn't reopen. But of all, I don't have too much experience covering riots, but of the ones I have covered, this by far was the most physical resistance to police that I've seen, and the most effective. I know they were in that room wrestling with police for a while. That's, what else do I have? Back to silent. Yeah, they're not really trying to get in anymore. Guys are letting pepper spray his eyes. I remember when I walked up the stairs, I saw a lot of people walking down with their eyes closed, someone walking them down. Because they had gotten maced. The Capitol Police went through a lot of pepper spray. I don't think anything happens again until the NPD riot police show up. I'm not sure exactly when that would have been. Okay, some of you probably know Ashley Babbitt was shot and killed. I don't have any footage of that. Not that I can show it on Twitch anyway. But the area of the Capitol where she was carried out on a stretcher, there was like a little blood trail. Probably get what I was showing because there's no one here. Let's see. This is where they took a body out of the Capitol building. I was told by an eyewitness that this is Ashley Babbitt. She was shot in the neck by Capitol Police. What I've seen seemed like it was unnecessary. She would be shot dead. It's weird, like they used way less force against Trump supporters than they did against BLM, but they still used too much against at least this one Trump supporter, right? Ashley Babbitt. I haven't seen a version of that video where I can say that she should have been shot for climbing in a window. The death penalty, you know, you don't get the death penalty for trespassing. Okay, so this is when the oh no, this is when they these guys were from ABC, and there's people harassing them as fake news, and they just left. I was around just to kind of make sure they didn't get attacked. So since I'm independent media, most people don't notice me. But this guy, I don't know who he's with, maybe InfoWars, but he's got press written on his helmet and he's still harassing these people, which is kind of gross. Because that word press is supposed to protect you from police, it's supposed to protect you from rioters. What does it say in his thing? And then he's also, you know, trying to start violence against these people. I can't tell what it says in his jacket. Don't shoot press. Okay, so he doesn't identify himself. He's probably independent. We just don't shoot press, but he's still, you know, taking a risk with someone else's safety. And he's not the first member of the press that I've seen do that. Because those guys also did show up late, so they wouldn't have gotten good footage anyway. Whatever. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why I recorded this. This is when Capitol Police showed up. This isn't the riot police yet. But I guess this is when Capitol Police called them to come bail them out. This is probably around 6. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe like 5:30. Silent, because there's no microphone. Don't make that mistake again. What's this one? Okay, yeah, this one. This is on one of the lawns of the Capitol building, and the riot police are getting ready. In a second, they're gonna. Oh, this one's 8 minutes long. They're just gonna start knocking all these chairs over. Really wish I had volume for this one. I'm gonna start clearing everyone out. My hand green? Yeah, I gotta work on that. Gotta work on my green screen a bit too. Got webbed fingers. Yeah, then these Trump supporters start to get mad at the police. I wonder if any of these Trump supporters actually will change their views on the police after this. Because some of them are coming so close to getting it. You know, when they see they're like, wow, the police are being mean to us. And some of them will also say, like, why don't you do this to BLM? Why don't you do this to Antifa? It's like, well, they do, and they do it much worse. Like, the level of propaganda these people have received is insane. You know, trust the evidence of your eyes and ears. If you see police being dicks, That's because they are. Let's see, I could probably skip through some of this. And now my back is turned, so I missed the first dress. Yeah. So yeah, this I got behind them because they didn't really have a good front line. I think eventually another MPD guy grabs me and puts me to the front of the line. We'll see. That's probably what's happening now. Or not. Yeah, they're not really paying any mind to me. Not yet. It is a 4K camera I'm using. It's still pretty blurry. Probably just because I suck. Or when did they notice me? I've been here for like 2 minutes. Behind their line. Is it now? I think it's now. Yeah. It's low audio, so I'll never know, but I'm pretty sure it's now. This is when they push me out. I'm on their other side now. And the troops don't really do too much. A couple of them throw water bottles. Oh no, I'm still behind them. Okay. No, I watch a lot of like conspiracy theory radio shows and stuff, and a lot of them will say like the Capitol Police. They'll show little videos of the Capitol Police letting them in. There's evidence that it was for show. There probably are some Capitol Police who sympathize with them, but for the most part, they just weren't prepared. I don't think they thought all these white Trump supporters had it in them, and so they had to call on the MPD to help them. And I know a couple of conspiracy shows I watched, like Brian Staveley and Conspiracy Castle, some of the Flat Earth community. We'll say that they're paid actors, you know, like the shaman guy, QAnon shaman guy, or that Antifa infiltrated it. Sometimes you see that on Fox News. I know a guest said that on Tucker Carlson's show without a problem. A couple things. One, Antifa members know to cover their face on camera, which none of these people are doing. None of them. People in Antifa also believe in contagious disease, so they typically wear a mask. Less than 10% of the Trump supporters here are wearing a mask. In fact, that's one way you can spot someone who isn't a Trump supporter in a crowd. If you see someone wearing a mask, they're as likely to be press or someone else than they are to be a Trump supporter. So if you could see their face, you know it's because they're a Trump supporter. And if you think it's because they're like a paid actor, crisis actor, then I think you're underestimating the innocence of Trump supporters as it relates to the police, and the fact that they don't understand that the police are always watching them, and that they can be identified through photos. Right? They've been under-policed. Well, I shouldn't say under-policed. They've been policed less than other communities their whole lives. So things like cover your face on the camera when you're committing a crime just doesn't enter into their mind, because why would it? You know, why would it? See if I can get that picture. How much time? Let me open up another video. You guys know the picture I'm talking about, right? Hang on. Guy with speakers podium. This fucking idiot. Hang on. What am I doing? This genius, boy genius. Hello, police. Right. Yeah, it's amazing that he would pose for a picture like this. You might even begin to think that he was a crisis actor or an Antifa plant. Like, no, he's just an idiot. Like, are Trump supporters really that stupid? Yes. And what does this have to do with Trump supporters supporting the police? The only kind of person who's dumb enough to pose for a picture like this is someone who could go a full month without seeing a police car. Could go a full year without making eye contact with a police officer. Has probably gotten away with every or almost every crime they've ever done. You know, from drug use to battery to anything. So, I mean, this guy probably flew in, stayed in a hotel, and thought he was going to go back to his regular life. Like, this is just like a novelty or a spectacle for him. Again, so someone in the TV would have worn a mask. Oath keepers are trying to negotiate with the police. That's what this guy's trying to do. Hang on, I gotta put it on screen share. So this guy's telling people to make a path. He's trying to negotiate to get the cops to leave. I have audio of their entire conversation, but my microphone was off, so actually I don't have audio of any of it. But you see them trying to make a path so the Capitol Police could leave. Somehow, Oath Keepers got one of their lieutenant's business card or something, was trying to tell them that he was ordering them to leave, and they didn't believe him. So they negotiated for about 10 minutes to try to get them to leave, and they don't. And there was one woman in here who was saying, you know, the police are Trump supporters just like us. You know, be nice to them and they'll leave. Sure enough, they probably are Trump supporters, but they didn't go anywhere. I don't think anything exciting happens. No. There's just a white guy with a megaphone, and there's nobody else. It doesn't matter what he's saying. Disappointment. This is my disappointed face. What is this? Oh, this one's 10 minutes long, so there's probably something happening. Oh, it's in slow motion too. Whatever. Oh, this is them doing that negotiation I mentioned. It doesn't matter because there's no audio. But this guy spent about 20 minutes trying to get the police to leave. See, he's whispering in a crack in the door. And I had my microphone right behind him on my camera. Microphone was off, so it doesn't matter how close you get with your microphone if your microphone's off. I know he's putting his ear up because he's listening to him. That didn't work. But he spent a while trying to negotiate them leaving. But it shows you like the mindset, and like there was an element of camaraderie between these two groups that they could spend 10 minutes negotiating the terms of their departure. It didn't work, but I mean, is there another protest group you can think of that would even think to try to negotiate the terms of surrender with the police, or any other group that the police would come so unprepared for, where the protest group could even dream of a negotiated surrender with the police? Maybe. I can't. And this is this the whole time. I guess this guy has the same idea as me. Trying to record it. Maybe he has the audio. Someone find him. Yeah, this goes on for a while. And my microphone was turned all the way up too. Turned all the way up but off. So if it had been on, I probably could have transcribed the conversation, but oh well. Where's that microphone? That's the microphone I had. Hang on. Pause. It's just more of the same. This, I had it with volume on all the way. It was off. That's you switched on, like so. So like so. It switched off all the time and I never noticed. So well. But it's a cool flippy little thing. Doesn't matter how cool it looks if it's not on. I don't have any more. I got 2 more. This is 8 minutes long. Is this more negotiation shit? Yes, it is. Oh, I like these guys went for a while. It's awesome. Yeah, I gotta get a better SD card so it's not in slow motion. If you try to film in 4K with a bad SD card, it like writes in weird. Like there's more data in the film that it can write onto the card per second, and so it comes in slowly. It'll be improved too. It's just more bullshit. And hang on. It's Capitol Police. Look at his badge, yeah. But look, you see him lean in. He's like going along with it. They're actually, I don't know what they're talking about, but it's a two-way conversation. Alright, where's the last one? Where is the last one? Yeah, some of these must be out of order. What's going on here? Alright. So that's all I have. It's not much without the audio. I'll be in DC again for the 17th to the 21st for the inauguration. I don't know what's going to happen. There's no way to predict what's going to happen, but we'll be there. You can follow me on YouTube. Channel's name is Paulisconi, or at Twitter at Paulisconi, Paulisconi.